Earlier, if you saw the pictures, you saw that it had hit the garage doors had come in and hit the car. And we pulled in most of our stuff from outside that was still available. We've got holes up in the ceiling.
Yes, breaking news to start here on WTO 11 on Fox 36. I'm Tatiana Cash. Now, you saw their EF-0 tornado touchdown in Hicksville, Ohio early this morning, and one family who was showing us our home out there in Defiance County, it was in the direct path of the tornado. Stephanie Mazur says she didn't hear the tornado sirens. No one in the family did, or even get a text alert on the phone. But they say they got lucky because she's a light sleeper, and one of her children had actually already fallen asleep in the basement.
My daughter sleeps in the basement and her room has no windows, so it's a pretty safe spot. So we went in there with her. She never hears storms because of the way her room is set up, concrete wall on one side, no windows on the other. But she heard this one and we felt the house just literally shake. The whole house just shook.
Scary stuff there. Now, we did speak with Hicksville's mayor earlier tonight, and he says there were no injuries from last night's storm. Now, I have our meteorologist, John Birchfield. Now, John, what exactly can you tell us about the storm?
Well, these were powerful, severe thunderstorms we were forecasting, and that WTO 11 weather app, it does notify you. So if you turn the volume up before bed, that's a great way of getting the notifications. And with last night's storms, I was watching what was coming in, and it was looking pretty ominous, and we were on the air before the tornado warning was issued. So, of course, you can always flip on the television if there is the risk of severe weather. I'm just very thankful no one was injured, no fatalities. That is always the #1 priority with severe weather, but the damage certainly tough to deal with as well.
So it was definitely confirmed, though. We can't say at this point that it was a tornado, because some folks were not sure.
Yep. So the National Weather Service still conducting their damage surveys. Those will be done either tomorrow or Monday, but they do have this right now as an EF-0, so it is the lowest end of the spectrum, but 80-mile-per-hour winds still packing a punch with that tornado touchdown in western Defiance County. Again, it was just to the north of Hicksville where you saw that video footage earlier on. I want to get really precise with where that twister likely touched down. There is the town of Hicksville. This was just to the 2 miles to the north and west, and we can actually map this out on a street level. The east-west road that you see, that is Buckskin Road, and Casebeer-Miller Road is the north-south road, and that is where a lot of the damage was reported and where the National Weather Service will likely confirm a tornado. A number of reports of wind damage down trees. Again, some of these east-west roads, Buckskin Road, Huber Road, Aerosmith Road, that is the vicinity of where the damage was reported, and the north-south roads include Ohio Route 49 there, shaded in that lighter yellow color. Again, lots of wind damage in Defiance County, but the storms did lose a little bit of steam as they moved on through. And like I told Tatiana, I was watching these storms when they were still in Indiana, and you could see that strong line of storms. We were on the air before the warning was even issued.